Hey collective, what's up? Welcome to my channel, Journey to Row. My name is Z. What is up, everybody? I am doing a quick intuitive message here for the collective, all signs included. We are in Aries season. I hope all is well. Please like, subscribe, and share if you like the message and it resonates here, okay? Cool. All right, let's tap right into the energy and see what is going on, what's going down on the timeline here. Happy birthday to all of my Aries. I hope you guys enjoy your season, your solar return here, okay? So somebody is spiraling here behind the scenes here. I feel like because they're not getting a reaction out of you here. Something about you maintaining your boundaries as well as your vibration here. You're focused, okay? Something is over with. You could have cut somebody off here. You could have detached, and that's it. And it's sending somebody here in a loop, a literal loop, an emotional roller coaster to be exact. High feels electric. Lows drop suddenly. This connection is intense but unstable here, okay? Yeah, you're standing your ground and they're in regret, okay? Wow. It's like you keep turning your back on a situation here. I don't know if somebody's being petty or immature here, but you know. Yeah, self-care in the reverse, like somebody needs to take care of themselves here is what I'm getting, okay? Excuse me. Confirmation. They're not. This person is all over the place here. They're crashing out here. Self-care in the reverse. And you're speaking your truth here, okay? You could be focused on that and somebody's trying to bring you off that, okay? They're trying to distract you from your focus. Never be afraid to speak your truth. Stand strong. Shade the ground you walk on and never back down from your own morals and beliefs. So somebody is failing at curbing your enthusiasm is what I'm getting here. Okay, you are focused, honey. All right, and somebody is spiraling behind the scenes here because you're not giving something any energy. All right, this is someone who is, I'm hearing inadequacy when it comes to like expressing themselves. Something about communication here. You know, the only way they know how to get somebody's attention is by starting some shit, okay? Because what's going on, whatever this is, the cycle is closed. You're done. It's over with here. There's nothing really to talk about. Somebody's just upset that a cycle is done and they don't have your attention, your undivided attention here, okay? As far as your job, you could be, you could work in the realm or an industry having to do with communication here. And somebody's not stopping that. Okay. This is someone who needs to care for themselves. Mind, body, soul, and spirit here. Your calm is sacred. Choose silence over chaos. Not everything deserves a reaction here. Yeah. You're silent in regards to there's silence between you and this person because it's supposed to be. Okay, a situation is over, but they're failing to silence you. Okay, is also what I'm getting here. Ooh-wee, block the noise in the reverse and reality check. The truth appears whether you want it or not. Your intuition was right all along. It's time to face what's real. So somebody they don't want to hear the truth and they don't want you to align with your own truth here. Okay. Something about your truth, I don't know, it correlates or it has something to do with them. And they don't want you to speak up and speak out here. Block the noise is in the reverse here, okay? Too many opinions cloud your clarity. Silence helps you reconnect with yourself. Protect your inner voice. So this person is projecting here, even onto a future timeline here, okay? Where they want to cause some type of distraction here to like drown out the truth here, okay? It's because they can't deal. They can't take it. Let's see what you're saying. Like it's something about your truth. It's like nails to a chalkboard when they hear you or they see you speak your truth here. Like they're crumbling under the pressure of a reality check here. That's what I'm getting here, okay? Choose a softer life is behind that. And I feel like that's their message. You know, instead of trying to fight against something that you can't fight against, this person can't control your truth, your path here. Not at all. Okay? What the hell? Mm-mm-mm. And in my last reading, there was an intentional like noise campaign that attempted to start as soon as I started the reading here. Okay, reality check here. So they don't want to hear it. Okay, wow. Okay, well, let's get straight into this energy and see what's going on here. Again, self-care is in the reverse here. You know, this is someone who just feels like they're getting thrown around. Okay, like from wave to wave. That's what I'm getting. You know, they don't have their, you know, they're not in control of self. That's what I'm getting. Okay. Damn. They're like, no, not again. Don't say that. What is going on? Okay. What is going on? Yeah, it could be something specific they don't want you to talk about here. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting not again, not again. Okay. Lovers. There's a relationship here or a couple. What is this about? What is this truth about? That someone feels like it's a crushing blow. They're in an effing tower. 5 of Swords here. Okay. Yeah. Wow. So, number one, they're stuck. They're stuck in the past. They're stuck on a past timeline that they can't get off here. Okay. You know, it's like being stuck on a ride. We already had the emotional roller coaster here. It's like being stuck on a ride. And instead of it coming to a stop, you know, and you getting off here, it's like there's no getting off. Okay. And to make it so bad, it's in the past here. So it's like they're reliving some type of crisis here. Okay. And for some of you guys, it has everything to do with exposure with this tower. It's like every time you speak your truth, they have to relive some type of crisis here. But, you know, the reason it's such a crushing blow to them because there's no form of accountability, perhaps, maybe even acceptance of what happened, a role that they played. However this resonates here, we're going to see if we can get some specifics here. But it's a tower. You got self-care and a tower. 5 of Swords. This kind of has something to do with a huge betrayal here, okay? Because with the reality check, they're like, no, don't say that. What is going on? 5 of Swords energy here. They don't want to look at it. They don't want to address it. And they definitely don't want to hear about it. Okay. Okay, 7 of Cups. There was a lot of confusion at the time. High Priestess energy here. Someone has had an epiphany. Perhaps you. Judgment. Something came straight down from the heavens. A download, a message here. Okay. For you to take a time out here. Okay, and realize what is going on here. You could have got some information is what I'm getting. All right, like you were called to take a pause here, to go within, you know, maybe to analyze some information here or a situation, child. And somebody's in the 9 of Swords. Could be a Queen of Pentacles energy here. This person could be a thief or a scammer, okay? 7 of Cups, right? So there is a lot of, you know, there is a lot of confusion here. The situation is spiraling here behind the scenes. But they're sitting in this confusion. And they're trying to protect it. I'm sorry. Damn, they're trying to protect the confusion. Okay. They're trying to project it towards you because there's something about your peace and clarity. It goes hand in hand. That's what I'm getting. Okay. So maybe for a long time, somebody has been attacking your state of mind, your peace, your tranquility here. So you couldn't get a specific download or change your perspective here. I have an epiphany with that Hangman energy here. Okay. Yeah. Child. Wow. And then respect your limits came out. Your boundaries protect you. You're not meant to carry everything. Know where your line is here. Okay. So there's some type of burden. Damn, I'm hearing the burden of truth. Look at the Ace of Swords, honey, shining bright like a diamond here, okay? There's some type of burden that you're not carrying here, okay? Yeah, you're not letting something infect your peace. Damn. I feel like infect is a strong word in this situation here. Yeah, look at this. The Ace of Swords and the Two of Pentacles. Somebody wants to cause doubt here, okay? But the truth is throwing somebody's off. Like the truth is a direct, like somebody's nervous system takes a direct hit whenever clarity is spoken and truth has been received here, okay? Damn. So it's like they're a slave to the truth here, okay? Because they don't want to accept something. They don't want to take accountability here, you know? Like I said, we're going to get some specifics on what this is about. Why it has such a damning effect on them here, okay? And it says a lot about, you know, who they are, how they're showing up at this time in this current energy here, okay? Judgment. So there's a judgment here that's not done with them yet. It came up sideways here, all right? Yeah. Page of Pentacles. Okay. Somebody could have had a love child here, all right? With the Queen of Wands in the past here. Could have been a heartbroken, heartbreaking situation here. Damn, somebody was given to the devil. Could have been dealing with the Taurus or a Capricorn here. Wow. What was in the Five of Pentacles? The Moon energy. Wow. Okay. Okay. So there could be some type of transaction that was going on between a Taurus and a Capricorn here. But if we take out the signs, there's something about leadership. I'm hearing a leadership role here. All right. Someone was tempted in the past here. They made some type of deal. There's a transaction in the background that was happening here behind the scenes. Okay. Page of Pentacles. Damn. Nose is itching. Okay, a Queen of Pentacles in the reverse here. Somebody has been turned upside down on their head. Hangman energy here. Until they get it right is what I'm getting. Yeah, look at the Queen of Swords with the Hangman energy here. Yeah, there's a statement here that's being made. And I feel like it's energetically, it's spiritually, okay? Somebody's being called out here, okay? And, you know, it turned the Queen of Pentacles upside down. Someone's reputation is ruined. Someone's speaking some truth and someone's being called out. Okay. Wow. Let's get a couple more and then we'll get some specifics on what this is all about, honey. God damn. Okay. Because somebody doesn't know what to do. Knows. Somebody does not know what to do. They're thrown off, you know. So whoever these people are, you know, they have to operate in darkness. They have to operate in confusion here, okay? They have to. It's a must in order for them to have any progress here, okay? Yeah. And I feel like there is some exposure. A light has been shined, and that's why everybody is off balance here. Look at them. They're sad in here, okay? Child. Could have been a Libra that was stealing from you, Divine Feminine here, okay? There's something about blocking a Divine Feminine here. Somebody not wanting another person to see you. Child, what the hell is going on here? It was some sneaky shit that was going on behind your back. Somebody could have even stole from you in court here. There was definitely, like, it's an energy of secrecy being projected onto a situation here, okay? Maybe to block your vision. And I'm speaking to a Divine Feminine here, okay? There is some type of divide here. This could have been done with alchemy here. A Cancer could be significant here, okay? Wow. All right. Judgment. Yeah. Someone's trying to keep something stuck. something hazy, something foggy. They're trying to keep up confusion here, okay? Somebody does not want clarity to be received wholeheartedly on a situation here, because it'll put their ass in the cold here, okay? It'll put them on Front Street here. They're attacking. They are attacking. Could be an Aries or a Pisces that's attacking in the current energy here. They don't want to be under judgment here, but they already are, okay? Like someone is taking the initiative spiritually and on the physical here to keep up confusion, keep up a veil of illusion here, okay? It's a full-time job for them, okay? Yeah. Yeah, they could be attacking the Queen of Swords here. Again, back to you speaking your truth. You aligning with your truth. You aligning with the truth here, all right? Like you are, whatever you're saying, you're causing it's not just you, it's other people to have an epiphany here, and they're challenging the energy with the Knight of Swords here. Wow. Oh. Yeah, Empress, okay? You could have been praying. Seven of Swords, I'm telling you, with the Magician energy here. So somebody, these are lies, this is theft, this is sneaky behavior here, okay, that somebody, they don't want to be exposed here, all right? And I'm getting, somebody did something, there was a betrayal surrounding a divine feminine. In the spread, it looks as though somebody stole something from you here, okay? And then they blocked your vision here. They wanted you in the Five of Cups is what I'm getting here, okay? Yeah. You got Death and you got the Ten of Wands here, okay? So on top of blocking your vision, your intuition here, or your path, trying to weigh you down here, okay? Wow. Somebody even wanted you to be sick, ill, stressed out. Like they were attacking your mental here, hoping that it would manifest in your physical body here. Okay, so let's get in on the Seven of Swords, the Magician energy, because you have the Tower coming up sideways, basically. Okay, and the Judgment here. All right. They're trying to keep something stuck. Let's see. Well. The Empress. Like, my God. They do not want you to speak your truth, honey. Okay? I'm here because it shakes the room, you know? And somebody done put a whole veil of illusion over the rune here. Okay? Okay, I said rune. Somebody is using runes. Possibly to divinate or perform some sort of alchemy here. All right? Definitely a need to stay in prayer here. Warfare prayers. Okay? Because, baby, somebody got a full-time job here. Heavy with that Aries energy here. Libra, Scorpio. And they're neglecting themselves. Like, their normal routines, their sixth house, they're actively neglecting that. Like, they're putting down everything. They're dropping everything to make sure that some sort of confusion like reigns over truth and clarity here. Okay? No exit here. It's because they're trapped surrounding some finances. Somebody could have stole some savings from somebody here. Okay, which could be inheritance. It could be some form of a payout here. And they can't get this off of them. All they can do is hide it. All they can do is hide it and keep up confusion. Sorry, you guys. I can't. I'm so sorry. Like, this is cricket and no. God damn it. All right. Yeah, somebody wants something to be out of focus, honey. Yeah. So they don't have any, they can't get away from this. Okay. Their only option is to keep this hidden, you know? And I feel like their freedom is on the line here. Okay. Somebody could have took a gift that was not theirs here, and they don't want to go to prison for it. Self-discipline. Somebody is drinking behind the scenes here. All right. Because they're saying, oh, no, not this. They're saying, oh, no, not this again. Don't talk about that. Oh, my God. Child, somebody is doing work right now, okay? Right now. To shut up spells, to silence somebody, binding spells, isolation spells here, okay? They're going to town. They're going to town. Malfunction here, Yeah. Hesitant to address the underlying issues. The cracks begin to widen. Fear leads to neglect, and neglect breeds chaos. I just said neglect, self-care in the reverse. They're dropping everything here, okay? Because again, their freedom, their livelihood, it takes precedence over anything, right? And it could be multiple people in this energy. They're neglecting themselves, neglecting their households, their children here, because they want to keep people hesitant to address the underlying issue because the cracks are already widening, okay? Worry clouds your ability to act. And that's the energy that they're projecting, all right? No exit. Trapped in a situation with no exit or escape. Experiences a perpetual return to the same situations. Again, not this again. That's what I was getting, okay? Trapped in an infinite loop with no escape. Engages in tasks that never ends. So somebody already trapped themselves here, taking something from an empress, a divine feminine, that was not theirs, okay? This may even go with the last reading here where somebody's desperately trying to hide a lump sum of money and a home, okay? And I keep hearing the beginning of that Drake song. Oh no, not again, not again. Back to back. Child, what the hell? Okay, yeah, manipulation is in the reverse. Oh, and it landed by the Ace of Swords here. It says, in my desire to keep things under control, I didn't realize how it was affecting us. Now I see the distance it created, though I can't be sure if it was truly my actions or something else between us here. So this person, again, and I picked this up in the past reading, somebody is losing a grip, okay? You know, whoever this is in this magician energy, they thought they had you blinded. They had this person blinded. They had this institution confused. They had this person under a spell here. And everything is snapping and breaking here, okay? And their happy endings are in question. Destiny. Destiny is taking over. Some manipulation is backfiring in real time. That's what's going on. Imprisonment. Child, please. Somebody in your family? In your family or in somebody else's family going to jail. This is why they're going ham in the energy right now, okay? This is why. Because somebody's gaining clarity about some theft, right? Because with that Hierophant to the devil, whoever this Hierophant is, they knew better. They knew better. They chose to work with a devil, okay? Wow. And it's crazy. Family. Somebody doesn't want to go to jail. Like I said, somebody's ass doesn't want to go to prison. Okay. They want to break through here, but there is no breakthrough. They're trapped. They're drinking their asses off too. Behind the scenes, drinking their asses off here. Because, you know, they're looking at the situation and they're realizing this was a petty gain. Okay. I bartered. I waged, I'm hearing war. I gambled my soul with this, okay? My happiness, you know, what truly matters here. Because, see, somebody doesn't want to go to jail. Yet they're supposed to say no, rejection. Oh, this is somebody who wants to come in here and give you some crumbs. They could be talking about this, discussing this here. And the answer is no. They want you to sign something? Yeah, no. No. Okay? So somebody in your family here stole a home, some money, and, you know, they're running around breathing hard and shit. Look at them. Somebody already at the bar. It's not even 5 o'clock. Okay. Like, what the hell? Somebody sweating Jack Daniels out their damn pores. What is going on? They're stressed out here with the overload here. Okay. Like I said, their happy endings are in question here. Okay. There's some exploitation, some blackmail going on here. So the pressure is on them and walls are closing in. This is out of their hand. That's why we saw the destiny. When it came up, I thought it was the happy endings card because they're similar. Something is out of their control. Okay. I wouldn't be surprised if the Wheel of Fortune pops out. Yeah. This exploitation here, these are people that work together, that are, squeezing each other, keeping each other under a microscope. Microscope. Goddamn. Microscope. Scope. What is that? To make sure that their secrets don't get out. Okay? To make sure that nobody is breaking, under this pressure. You got walls closing in and imprisonment out here. All right? They're already in spiritual jail, but this is the real deal here. What is a trope? A tropic? Somebody could be on atropic meds. Atropic meds. Something could be going on with somebody's heart. I'm trying to hear what I'm... Scrope, because what were they trying to scrope? Let me see. Hold on, y'all. Somebody could be having a heart palpitation. Something's going on with somebody's physical, with their body, okay? Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Something's going on with somebody's body, okay? That's a general term. It says for wasting, thinning, shrinking of body tissues, organs, or muscles, okay? It could be their heart here. I don't know. It could be an autoimmune disease here. But I feel like, unfortunately, it has a lot to do with stress, okay? They're stressed out, honey. Process involves too many steps and slows down progress. They're also trying to weigh down a system or an institution here. Again, trying to make something very tedious, okay? So this could be making it hard for people to get a hold of certain paperwork here, okay? It's like trying to overload the system. That's what I'm getting. And I'm also getting that as a physical manifestation. So Spirit's going to say, okay, that's the game that you're playing. Well, we're going to play that with your physical vessel here, okay? Because this is not that, right? Yeah, you've been having to pray because somebody's been sending you death, honey, okay? Like they wanted you to crush under, they wanted you to break under pressure here with the death and the 10 of wands and the 4 swords energy here, okay? That energy has returned to sender, honey, okay? So, it's not good. Oh no, not again, not again. Back to back. Something could be happening back to back, okay? They're about to have a damn heart attack. Look at this suffering. Look, these people, they are in arguments and upheaval every day. That's bad for the heart. That's bad for the nervous system here, okay? But they thought it was worth it. So you didn't have what you were supposed to have, okay? Some of these family members, like men, stealing from a feminine energy within the family unit, not wanting you to have a foundation, like disgusting behavior, okay? Pathetic. Good news in the sun. Child, something is coming up. And it's the truth. We're the doggone truth. You're getting good news. Okay? So somebody's efforts are futile at this point. It's too late. It's too late. The manipulation is in the reverse. Somebody's got to go to jail. Somebody's got to pay for it. Okay? That's what Spirit is saying. These are people who took you for granted. These family ties here. Yeah, greed, prosperity. Motherfuckers are greedy. Greedy. Okay? Greedy. Success. You're going to have success when it comes to this prosperity here because that's what you're owed. That's what you're due. That's what you deserve. Okay? And these disgusting ass family members here, they're going to have to pay the price. Okay? Shit now. Strength. Confidence that attracts partners. A strong and nurturing relationship. Mastery over your work. Making significant purchases. Maintaining discipline spending here. Could be specifically a Leo that's under judgment here. Okay. Feel skeptical of happy endings and distrust fairy tale promises. Interesting. Okay. Could have a Leo in your family or in your community, honey. All right. Somebody is trying to find the strength here because people are walking away from them. Okay. You have the strength to call judgment is what I'm getting here. Right. You karate chop and kick somebody's ass here energetically. All right. The color blue could be significant here. Well, I mean, that does symbolize the throat chakra here, and that's how we started off. Speak your truth. So somebody doesn't want you to speak about the injustices, about the theft, inheritance theft. They don't want you to speak about it here, okay? Child. Well, you know, the best way to avoid that is to not do it. Child, please. Intellectual work and charisma here, okay? So, you know, this is about how you do what you do, okay? Nobody does it like you, all right? Perhaps somebody thought that, you know, their finesse game and their intelligence would trump yours here, okay? Although I'm hearing finality. A quiet, reliable, and dedicated partner here. I'm getting an energy where somebody underestimated you here because of your demeanor, okay? But you were doing the work and you were putting the puzzle pieces together behind the scenes here. Yeah. They thought that you were going to tolerate something or let something slide with this charisma energy here. But nah, you know, it's like you finesse the finesser, okay? Somebody thought that you were going to let something slide. Yeah, intuition here. I'm telling you, something about how you do what you do, okay? I'm hearing something about when you choose to press play, okay? Wow. Abundance, high priestess energy here. Yeah, you had to get into this high priestess energy in order to gain your abundance here, okay? With these greedy ass family members, child. They hate your truth. Responsibility, child. Look, Spirit said it's your responsibility here. It's not just about you. It's about your lineage. It's about past over loved ones here. It's about your ancestors here. It's your responsibility. It's your right, okay, to get this prosperity here for your ancestors, for your lineage. And when we talk about lineage, we're not talking about earthly family. Okay, we're talking about your soul family here that is not even within this realm. Okay, it's your responsibility. It's a specific it's a specific door that had to be opened in order for you to get to this prosperity here. Okay, you had to step into your power because somebody wanted to cause a lot of division here for you to achieve this here. Okay, and look at this. 777 energy is all about your strength. Hierarchy. Somebody's pissed off about this here. I'm getting patriarchy for this from this card here. Look, they're mad and they're defeated. Okay. Lamentation and culmination. Okay. A financially secure partnership, building a lasting career, securing a stable future, receiving a windfall or inheritance, establishing a solid financial foundation. So they chose you to establish this foundation here, okay, for a new generation. That's exactly what's going on here. And business, Mr. or Mrs. Business as usual here, when it comes to theft, when it comes to greed, when it comes to stepping on others here to get ahead, they're pissed off about it here because they felt like, you know, everybody's supposed to do what they say. They set the standard here, okay? And they did for a generation that doesn't include you, okay? Yeah, my ear. Child. Wow. Let's see what else they're saying. Now somebody wants a truce. A truce doesn't apply here. How are you going to, you know, call for a truce? A truce is when both sides are playing into a part. You straight up tried to hijack an individual here, rob them blind. So what are you talking about, a truce? You know, I already addressed this before. What truce? They wanted to, you know, have it made and lay in the shade here, okay? While you work like a dog for the rest of your life. They want to call a truce, but they were targeting you. You weren't targeting them. So what are you talking about? child. It's almost like be mindful of people's words, because when you say truths, you're coming into some type of agreement when, okay, I'll stop what I'm doing. Well, what are you doing? What is the collective doing? Well, I'm not doing anything to you. I didn't take anything from you. Oh, you want me to shut up? The truth has everything to do with them. Okay? Speaking their truth about what they took from you. Okay? Child. They're in the tower for targeting you here. Block the noises in the reverse here. All right, let's get some more information, child. Spirit says, protect your peace, okay? These could be people who want to reach out to you at this time. Desperately here. Yeah. They want you to let this go is what I'm getting, okay? But you were sent. You were sent. You were tagged. You were marked by your ancestors here, okay? To stand up, not just for you, but for the next generation here. So they're going to have to take that up with the divine. Yeah, again, protect your peace. We got harmony and zen. Yeah, I'm telling you, somebody here with this block the noise coming up in reverse and for a future timeline here, like somebody wants to cause a ruckus here, okay? And it's going to be to their own detriment here because you're not getting off the throne. There's no need for you to here, okay? Yeah, wisdom and secret. You gain some wisdom here about the secret that they're keeping here. The fool doth think he is wise, but the wise man knows himself to be a fool, okay? Somebody thought that they were wiser than you. Fresh start here, okay? About how somebody got a fresh start in the past here. Excuse me. You're wise enough to know that somebody's been keeping secrets. They've been hiding stuff, okay? Oh, child, look at this, honey. It's something about your throat chakra. It put somebody's ass in a tower. I'm telling you. Lapis lazuli fell right on the tower. The only way to find true happiness is to risk being completely cut open. If somebody is asking for documents, certain information here, like they're fumbling and mumbling and coming up with excuses and lying and pretending they don't know where this is at, or I don't know when so-and-so put it when he passed away, like bullshit. Explore. Something is open. Courage. Being deeply loved by someone gives you strength, while loving someone deeply gives you courage. Now somebody has the courage to look around to ask questions here, okay? Yeah, it says 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things that you didn't do than by the ones you did. So throw off the bowl lines, sail away from the safe harbor, catch the trade winds in your sails, explore, dream, discover. Okay. So pushing past your limits. Okay. And it's not even limits here, because it's almost like these limits, they're fake. They're illusionary here. Okay. Something about you coming out of your comfort zone. It takes courage to do so here. It's almost like a energetic or spiritual intimidation or threat, you know? This could even be to ask questions. Ask the real questions. You know, the hard truth, the real facts, you know? Somebody doesn't want you asking questions, poking around. But yet and still they want to keep poking the bear. It takes courage to get justice here, and that's why you were chosen. Okay, excuse me, confirmation. That's why you were chosen. People in your family want to know why you. Well, there it is. That's why. You have to be willing to challenge the status quo. Okay. You have to be strong enough to stand up for yourself and others. To stand up for yourself and others, okay? That's why you were chosen. It's an answer for somebody, okay? All right, let's see what else they're saying. So? No, not this again. Oh, no. Child. Wow. The only way to find true happiness is to risk being completely cut open. Somebody does not want to be honest with you here, okay? Vulnerability could be another thing here. They don't want to be completely honest with you here, but they're being forced to, okay? I'm here by hook or by crook. Yeah, magician energy here. Queen of Swords. Look at the Queen of Swords. Somebody's getting called out with his speak your truth energy. Trying to hide something for the rest of their days at that, okay? Beating around the bush with the Knight of Coins energy is what I'm getting, okay? And I'm still picking up on somebody who's been trying to, they've been penny pinching on the surface, trying to act broke, okay? Yeah, with the Two of Coins, I'm telling you, fumbling and mumbling and I don't, you know, Somebody is BSing, okay? They are BSing. Ace of Cups. Yeah, about your blessing. Something maybe that was given to you as a child here, okay? I don't know, ask so-and-so. Let me call Uncle so like, child, please. Playing dumb. They're spiraling behind the scenes here. Because they have to respect your limits. They have to. The moon energy. I'm telling you. The high priestess, you know what's up. Look, you got the hangman again. Something about a home. And it's being looked into here. Page of Swords. Your ancestors want you to look into a home here. Okay? Do your own research. Ten of Coins. And it fell right on the walls closing in. Money and property. It's like a part 2 to the last reading here. And look, what's at the bottom of the deck, honey? The Eight of Swords. And the Eight of Swords is on the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse here. You could have a corrupt matriarch. That ass got to go to jail. Shit. Like, you didn't know the consequences from the get-go? And, you know, we're well aware that you thought it would never come to this. But, you know, there's always that 1% chance. I'm sorry. We're sorry that you didn't factor in the divine. Okay? Divine intervention, but God, you know. Child. I'm hearing relentless. Somebody was relentless. We're already at 42, huh? Not this again. It's cracking me up. Somebody is saying, not this again. Yeah, the Chariot is in the reverse here. I just realized you got courage here twice. Damn. Leo energy is coming through, okay? Could be dealing with a karmic Cancer here, but because of your courage, somebody's going to be put to a stop here, okay? You got Virgo energy at the top. Like they're no match. They're no match here. I don't know if somebody thought that you were timid or scared or, I don't know what they thought, but you got courage out here twice. You're not scared of shit. What is going on? Somebody's sitting up in their room and shit, thinking about what they're hiding. What they hid from you since you were a child here. Okay. They were supposed to give you something. Maybe they did, but it was crumbs. Yeah. They're having to think about it here. 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles here. You got the Chariot coming up in the reverse. Wow. Okay. Let's close this out, okay? Let's close it on out. What? Okay. Let's close it on out here. Somebody's having a conniption fit. It's unfortunate. It's like you were supposed to, well, they didn't plan on you knowing about anything, okay? But now that you know, they want you to like play dumb or let something slide. This is not about just about you, okay? 4431 is what I just saw. 444, okay? This is not just about you. This is about ancestors who have passed over loved ones here. Specifically, the ones that have left you something. So, fat chance is what I'm hearing. fat chance. They're not going to let you lay down. Okay? Y'all look at this. It's not just the stars. It's your snooze button. Procrastination, responsibility, and ownership here. And then it says, look, it says silence is an answer too, honey. Mixed signals, clear answer. I'm telling you, somebody here is fumbling and mumbling here, okay? Over this situation here because they don't want to do what's right. They don't want to take accountability and they don't want to speak any truth here, okay? They're procrastinating something here. And then silence. They're just hoping that you would go away. Shut up. Okay, stop talking. Stop mistaking static for signals here. Your anxiety isn't intuition. It's bad Wi-Fi here. Somebody has anxiety here. Ciao. Look, it came right out again. Anxiety. I'm telling you, I don't know what's going on today, but somebody is just like, what? Stop cosplaying fear as guidance. That wasn't intuition. That was anxiety in a cape here. It is in a frenzy, child. Wow. They're like, stop. No, don't say that. Don't bring that up again. Might have got the game fucked up. I'm so sorry. This came up down there sideways. Your ex isn't an unfinished project. Yeah, exactly. Stop editing a story that flopped. Yeah. Endings, detachment, and closure. Okay. Still could be an ex that wants to attach to you here. This person could have been part of I'm hearing derailment here, okay? To get you off your path here. Stop editing a story that flopped. Yeah, they want to like rehash something, recant something here. And, this is a relationship that flopped. At the top of the deck, we have stop mistaking chaos for chemistry. Yeah, no, that's not a twin flame. That's a fire hazard. Obsession, illusion, and danger here. Yeah. And, this ex, this could have been consciously or unconsciously here. All right. Some of you guys could have been in a karmic relationship here while your family was robbing you blind here, okay? And this person, again, consciously or unconsciously is trying to get back into your energy to get you back in that state here, okay? It was like an illusion of fake love while this heist was going on here, okay? Ciao. All right, collective, that has been a reading. Thanks for watching my channel, Journey Tarot. Bye.